Kurt Zuma leads out West Ham, and the Spurs skipper is Son Heung-min, who becomes the 15th player to reach 400 games for Spurs, just a few days after joining the club's top 5 scorers of all time with his 160th goal, which beat Luton on Saturday. Here's the adventurous Udogie, taken on by Bentancur. Werner to flash it across the face of the goal, and it's beautifully worked by Tottenham, and Brennan Johnson coming in from the opposite flank did for Spurs what Bowen couldn't do at the other end. This was never going to be 0-0. Tottenham take the lead. They get a first-half goal.
Well, I'll tell you what, we talked about Timo Werner, didn't we, and how much of a pain he can be against defenders, and Soufal is not wanting him to come inside. He's allowing him down the outside, but he's not stopped the cross. The ball works its way out. Udogie again, that fullback coming into the inverted midfield position. That means that Werner can be wide. Soufal is just not close enough. And Brennan Johnson, you have to say, he has to move his body and move his feet really quickly because he's almost in front of the ball. So he just kind of holds himself.
Werner, this time behind Maddison. Pressure on Paquetá by Udogie. Son. Pedro Porro letting fly, and he has got that in him.
He's got a great strike on him. I know, I watched him when he was at Sporting.
The Spurs has kept going. If he'd really roared in at the far post, he might have had a tap in. Here he is again. Maddison. For Son, tries to place it, and Fabianski rids it and keeps it out.
Look how much space he's got, just gets that half a yard.
Yeah. Making his way in front of Vicario. Bowen takes. Well, it's turned in by Kurt Zuma. Tottenham have an inquest, but they're not complaining to the referee. And it's 1-1. The skipper comes up trumps. Very good delivery from Bowen's corners. Flat, right into the heart of the matter. And Kurt Zuma was there with his big heart, and he gets his head to it, and West Ham are level.
Yeah, all about the delivery. Look at that. From a defending point of view, you're thinking, if it's going into the 6-yard box, I want my goalkeeper to come out and claim it. I think it's worth having a shot in these conditions.
Everyone follow in. And there it is, and it was worth having a shot. Kept out by Vicario. Lifted the crowd again. Paquetá haven't quite managed the threat, and certainly haven't managed a goal from one, but practice can make perfect.
Well, it's got to go a little bit deeper. Hasn't beaten the first man of the last 2 or 3.
Bissouma. And then, actually, it was a reasonable chance for Bentancur. So, not just fleeing from the rain, the two managers, but wanting to try and right a few wrongs. Brennan Johnson certainly right, a right selection for Ange Postecoglou with an early goal set up by Timo Werner, who kept his place in the side. But Kurt Zuma replying, showing his leadership skills as well as his eye for a set piece, which he rather backed into Vicario's net, while others were backing into Vicario possibly. But it was a slightly risky header from Werner, and then Spurs in trouble here, and parried away by Vicario from Antonio. His kudos. Round the back is Bowen, and West Ham get a corner. Antonio poised. It's a deep one, and Mavropanos. Oh, Antonio missed it when it came out. How on earth did that happen? But he might have been offside. Goodness me. Down though. Ward-Prowse to Bowen. West Ham coming on strong here. Paquetá turning. Oh. And you are a little surprised, given his range of abilities, that that flashed wide and not into the top corner of Vicario's net.
Well, the angle we're at, we're just waiting for that net to bulge. Great little turn, and that's edge of the box.
Here's Antonio. Just sense it's going to be a battle of will as well as skill, as Maddison tries to use the latter. Son, as he set himself up, looks instead for Johnson. Son couldn't hit it first time. Maddison nudged over from an awkward angle that Tottenham felt, but not West Ham, and off goes Antonio. Can he keep going? He has done that, and he can't beat Vicario.
And it's a quick counter-attack, and this is what you want. The flag stayed down, and the then catches up, but then falls over, and then it's just about having that composure. One-on-one situation there.
Plenty of resolve in West Ham defence. Oh, Son's not picked up here, and he could have hit it with his left foot. Pedro Porro can hit it with his left foot. Son was almost surprised that he had that amount of space. Central. Romero allowed to go. In by Kulusevski. And it's a doggy with maybe the very last chance of the evening. It fell perfectly for him. The strike was too straight. Off goes Kudus. Could be drama at the other end. West Ham looking for a double, remember. Something they've not done since they moved here against Tottenham. Souček. Vicario. It's over Antonio. The hammers are in. Kudus. And they can't wrap it up, and now it's Spurs. 3-on-3. Son. Kulusevski. And Souček can clear. And Paquetá has got Antonio, got Kudus up with him. Antonio coming up now from the left. Hooks it back. They're out on their feet, both teams.
Both teams out of it, but he didn't need to dink it, just pass it. Wow, end-to-end stuff right at the very end after what wasn't a particularly great game, but chances at both ends.
Well, 1-1. Antonio had a great chance in the second half. Vicario was able to make the save. The goals in the first half, very early for Tottenham from Brendan Johnson. There he is.